What's up, Squadron? Aviation has given me a ton of amazing experiences.
Good job there. Nice rock, high wing.
But more importantly, it's introduced me to a whole new family of friends.
Like, dude, you're killing it. You're having a great day.
So just never give up.
Airport, and then, oh, by the way, I got carb ice while I was flying through, so the engine started running rough. I had to
Join us tonight as we're cleared direct for some hangar flying. I am Bryon Bowman, and this is SuperAero Live.
That's a lot. I mean, a lot of cookies. What's up, Av Geeks? It is Wednesday, which can only mean one thing. It's time for another episode of SuperAero. Where is it? It's the corner over here. It's SuperAero Live, and I'm super pumped to introduce you to our guest tonight. In just 1 second, you can probably get the hint. I'm doing my best Sharon Robb impression tonight. She was working this look kind of on, she's kind of doing this on on Instagram, and I told her, I think I have that same outfit in my wardrobe. But anyway, real quick, before we get started, I gotta say hi to some people in the chat. Dan Straits here. Winded Leopard Gaming is in the chat. I don't know who you are. You're probably pretty cool. Thank you for joining us. Bender Aviation. Tom Trissell's here. Jabroni's here. Zach Sherman's here. Sarah Clucky's here. Marty's here. The whole gang is here. I'm scrolling through all the names. Red Baron's here. Jason's here. Waukesha Pilot here as always. Gary Smith's here. He's recognizing the new lights. Yes. What we do in business, they call this incremental improvement, trying to incrementally improve. There's also now a very high cost piece of cardboard above my head to help make the lighting better. It's just a cardboard thing. Anyway, enough about that. I want to introduce you to two awesome dudes, except I can't read my Stream Deck, so I don't know which button to press. There it is. Hey, it's the Bro Pilots! Oh, are we doing that right away? I got that too. Yours is louder, though.
Tony's is louder.
Well,
Hacked.
a little bigger, too, if I'm being honest.
Look at you guys with your mics and your...
Dude.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Good?
Yeah, this is like airplane ASMR.
Yeah. Hey, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
I love it. Dude, Matt, Tony.
What's up?
Thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
Dude, thanks for having us.
Yeah. Come on. Are you kidding me? We're like, we got to get on Ryan's show, man. Who do we have to talk to about it? And then we found you at Sun and Fun running around.
Yeah, you literally just talked to me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
bribed me with this. Dude, I don't want to jump into merch like right away, but your merch is so great. You got an F-35 shirt that's super dope that I want to buy.
Dude, we'll just send you one. You don't got to buy it.
No, I want to support the channel.
You're Ryan. You don't. Yeah, you get it.
No, but dude, so I'm pulling that. I'm, had to like do the. There it is. Look at that. I don't have anything like that. That's really nice.
Thanks,
Bro
dude.
Pilots.
I appreciate it.
No, I don't know. I just like. So we met in person at Sun and Fun, and it was fun. And what I was saying this on Instagram on my Instagram story today. Like we ended up just talking. And then the three of us were like, "Oh man, we should like go see the show."
Yeah,
like
jets are like flying over us. Like, hey, keep it down. We're trying to have a conversation here.
Blue Angels are flying over, and we're like shooting the crap. It was good. But so for people who don't know you guys, maybe we start at the beginning. You guys, aviation's been in your blood for a long time. Who wants to... I'll just put you guys both on the screen, and you can just fight about who gets to tell the Bro Pilot's origin story.
Tony, you do it.
Okay, well, take it easy, everybody. Calm down. Let me take you back to the year's 1986, and I show up into this world. And, no, but for real, I was born in the Soviet Union.
Tony already had a mustache when he was born.
Yeah, I moved to the States, in 89. And my dad has kind of always been in aviation, right? Always loved planes. Moved to the States, a land of opportunity. And I think in 96 or 97 got his PPL, right? And so throughout the years, we've kind of went to fly-ins and air shows and owned planes and whatever. Kind of got into aviation that way. My goal was always to get my pilot's license pretty early. That didn't happen because, we were poor, and then college, and then grad school, and then kids. So for me, it came a little bit later, but we kind of, me and Matt, I sent Matt a link one day. Yeah. And this is a true story. I sent Matt a link once because Matt was kind of into video editing and stuff to a Trent Palmer video. And it was back when he had this earlier intro with some dope shots of him flying this Kit Fox. And I was like, dude, you should buy a Kit Fox. No joke. Like the next week he's getting his, flight lessons, trying to get his private pilot's license. So that's kind of how it started. Right, Matt?
Dude, yeah. Cause I always wanted to be a pilot too. Right. So we grew up, my first flight, I was 6. I practiced radio calls in the pattern while I was sitting in my second grade class coloring with my crayons. And in my head, I'm just yeah, 005 left base, runway 23. Okay. I had that going on in my head. I was like, how do I say this? And so I always wanted to do that. And then no joke, it's kind of went on the back burner. And then Tony sent me that Trent Palmer video. And there's this one shot, this drone shot, where the plane kind of drops in, there's a mountain range behind it. And I was like, that's it. It's over. I literally that night I contacted a flight school and then started getting, the next week I had my first flight lesson or whatever. That's awesome.
Dude. And that video, I think everyone knows that video, but the Freedom Fox, I don't know if it was Trent or not. Someone made a video for Kit Fox that I think it might've been Trent. I don't know. I should have him on the show and ask him with the Kit Fox flying around. And I was like, I got to do this. I got to do this. Look at that. I want to do it. I don't do any flying like that.
I want to.
One day, Bryon.
We could do it together.
Okay.
All of us.
With that attitude, we can do all things.
Voltron this thing.
Think about it.
So wait. Now,
we're on top of the mountain.
Dude, they're always on top of the mountain. All right, so wait. Now you said some stuff about when you guys were kids. That's not you as kids. That's you with
yeah, that was later.
That was later. Sorry. All right, wait. Here we go. Let's see. We'll get rid of Feel the Burn. There you guys are.
Oh, precious. Oh my gosh. Look at Tony's bowl cut. Damn. That's looking good.
Okay, why you gotta call me out in front of millions of people? All right.
Wait, but are you guys working on a wing? What is that?
Yeah. So that is a horizontal stabilizer for a glass star my dad was building in our garage. A glass star, back when it was before the Sportsman and all that. So I think we built the full tail assembly. We had the fuselage, we had the engine, and then we sold it. But yeah, that was all the riveting work he did on that glass star.
So you've got
kids, get in here, get a picture of this.
Yeah, I've been working really hard on this thing.
All 3 of my loves in one picture.
Yeah. Also, we have 4 older sisters, but they didn't make it into here.
It's true.
You have 4 older sisters.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 4. There's 4 Dembroski brothers, so I get that. But 4 older sisters.
Yeah, all of them are older. So that's why Tony was so girly before I came along.
You shut your mouth.
No, but you see, you're contradicting yourself. You're contradicting yourself because you said that he came out. He was born with a. He's born with a mustache.
Yeah. No, it was a really girly mustache. The tips of them were curled up and they had bows in them. So I was like, okay, get it together, dude. We need a little bit more, a little bit manliness. That's why we called it bro pilots. That was really in an effort to get Tony to man up a little bit.
Trying to make a fool out of me.
Guys, don't fight. Don't fight. We're only 9 minutes into the stream. Don't fight.
Right, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You should see what happens in the plane. I swear to God.
So wait, should I roll a clip? Because you guys sent a clip. I think it's mostly because I think people know. You said this before we started. You're like, I think people think we're mostly sim pilots, but we also fly real airplanes too, or non-virtual airplanes. And so I don't know. Should we roll? You sent a clip over. Should we roll that to show? You look tense.
Yeah, the clip is it's a quick little 2-minute highlight video of what one of our streams, how it normally goes. Because we stream on Twitch. For those of you guys who don't know what Twitch is just a place where most of the people just play video games. And they people join in the chat and they talk to us and stuff. And so me and Tony were like, that'd be cool. We should do that. And so we started streaming together. We like fly formation together and stuff. But once you get into cruise, it's kind of like you're just cruising, autopilot's on. We're just chilling, we're sipping back some bourbon or whatever. And so we start just talking with our chat and stuff. And if you play the video, this is pretty much what happens.
All right, let me. I'm gonna roll this clip. We can get a little taste. This is something I've been like in preparation for the show, like digging through like the Twitch archives and just like howling. You should have ejected, by the way, with the last video I watched. You were trying to land in a carrier at night, and then you tried to eject underwater. That doesn't work.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's an inside joke if people haven't seen it. All right, I'm gonna roll the clip. I'm a very professional host here.
Let's do it. I love these 3-bladed props. It looks so good.
I'll tell you what you're gonna love is this model. It sounds like a V8. It sounds like Matt, you would fit in very well in Texas. What? Let me tell you something, Texas Rangers 99. First of all, I thought we were friends. Second of all, I own cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. I drive a Ford F-150.
I too drive
lifted. I drink Miller Lite all damn day. I love country music. I love Texas. My wife's family is from Texas. How many items was that? I demand respect. I deserve a steak. I deserve a chicken. Were you just shaking your hips while seated?
No. I was raising my hands in victory and moving them back and forth. I wasn't doing a hip shake. Not like us. I'm not like Shakira. No. Let me add some cold fuel to bring the tit down a little bit. All right. What is the tit, Tony?
Now that's a titty.
Oh, you can believe it.
I don't know what happened to Matt. He seems to be having a mental breakdown. I think he's shitting his pants. I think he was tired of his 13-year-old shitting his pants story. So he's trying to shit his pants right now on stream. Think about it. Chesapeake Bay, Virginia, do you miss me?
Dude, it's so good. It's so good.
We got Matthew over here talking about vertical pictures, and that's how everybody wants to see it. First of all, you're a typical photographer. Believe me, I've met all the photographers. Everybody agrees you're the worst. If you're not shooting on a Nokia flip phone, then you don't know anything about photography.
Why are we shooting?
Second of all, I love China, okay? I love China. China all the time. Okay. Sorry about that.
You guys told me there were only I think there's not a ton of, there's a little bit of swearing in there. It's fine. It's good.
Right.
Jonathan Christman. Christman. Thank you, Jonathan, for the super chat sticker thing. It says para-character sliding on the floor on his knees saying goal. That's what it says on my side. I think it probably just looks like that for the people watching.
Thanks, Jonathan.
That was really nice. A couple comments on that. Zach Sherman says, "Okay, this is a nice Trump impression."
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty spot on.
It was pretty good. It's one of my faves.
Winded Leopard
here's
Gaming.
Here's the thing about the stream, right?
Tell me.
Okay, here's the thing, right? We don't fly these airliners. We fly these general aviation planes, right? These Cessnas, these what else do we fly, Matthew? Pipers,
Senecas, that's it.
Like we pop in the autopilot, we get up to cruising altitude of 5,000 feet, and then what? And then we're flying for 200 miles. What are we supposed to do? And so sometimes when the Trump comes out, there's a little some bourbon involved. Sue me, all right?
One thing. Here's the deal. We have a standing tradition, Tony, where the long-standing tradition is if you follow us or whatever on Twitch, Tony sings the individual follower a custom jingle on stream with their name in it.
Oh wait!
I think Tony should sing Ryan a jingle right now.
I would be so honored.
I would be honored just to be in the room while that happened.
Can you guys hear me? I'm really not ready. I'm really not ready. Okay, everyone on the internet began to shut up. It's about to happen. No, wait, no, I need the other shot, Ryan, where I can see your face and Matt. That gives me inspiration.
Okay. Good. Here you
All
go.
right, this is gonna be. I'm gonna go with a. Oh, dude, we should get one of our mugs. All right, we should. This is gonna be a '90s jingle that you can put on Spotify if you want to license it. Approved already.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Let's do it.
All right, let me just think of a couple of SuperAero live. Okay. Welcome to the show. We got a pilot you should know. He always does his run-ups. And Uncle Victor does the rest. You know he's not gonna mess up because he's the mother best. SuperAero flight, yeah!
Woo! That was amazing.
Bravo. Here's another thing. The quality gets way better the later in the night because normally we're sipping on a little something. And, my inhibitions are dropped. And so I really, get down in the fields.
You gotta do your equity warm up with.
Yeah, come on. We'll do one. We'll do the same version, but a little bit later, and I bet you it'll be better.
I mean, I thought that was pretty good. I think that's the new intro to the show.
Yeah, I gotta tune the auto tune. Actually, there's no auto tune. That's just my voice naturally.
Yeah, no, it sounded about right.
Perfect pitch.
So, all right, this is maybe my favorite episode of this show ever.
Yeah, this is what happens when you get me and Tony in the same room together talking about airplanes with Ryan.
Yeah, no,
I
should always be there.
Airplanes. Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So here's the thing. What I wanted to know was, people are making fun of me. Is it my glasses, Jonathan? That my glasses that sometimes steam up, and you made him steam up a little bit. I think he
made you blush.
Oh, did you guys hear that?
So? Yeah. What was that?
Something's happening up there,
dude. That's a really expensive cardboard you got up there, probably.
Yeah, probably. So here's the thing. I wanted to comment about your comment about the fact that you fly general aviation aircraft in your Twitch streams. I mean, you also have a YouTube channel, right, where you're flying an airplane. I want to talk about that in a second. I want to talk about the flying you guys do. But from the Twitch side of things, that makes it super approachable to me. Like, I personally, and don't hate everybody, but like I don't really like to watch, or even when I sim, right? I don't fly the big airliners. Maybe I'll fly a 747 down the Grand Canyon just to see if I can do it. I'm not like taking it too seriously.
Barrel roll.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people, I think, take that really seriously, and they love the processes about the switches and everything. And I love all that too, but I just found I'm not, 2 kids, whatever. I don't have time to like get into that. What I love about what you guys are doing with it's approachable, and it also is weirdly, even though it's not 100% serious all the time, it is like weirdly translates to flying Uncle Victor, right? Like, I don't know, like there's a translationary effect there. I don't know.
Yeah, especially when we, like obviously the feel of this yoke, which y'all probably can't see. I have a yoke right here, a throttle quad. Realistically, the feel of the plane is not what this yoke gives me, right? It's totally different. But the planes we fly have 530s in them or 750s, and we're learning how to use those. We're shooting approaches all day, right? We're doing the basics, and so that translates surprisingly well. In fact, we got pretty good at the 530 in the sim, and then when we bought the Lance, that has a 530 in now.
Yeah.
So those
the other day,
those translate for sure.
The other day, I had to do a bunch of approaches for my instrument currency in real life,
sure,
or whatever. I've never once flown an airplane with the G1000. I have flown a lot of G1000 time in the sim, and so when I wanted to go do all my approaches, I rented a Diamond DA40 with G1000s and felt completely at home. So it absolutely translates. Like, I went up, used the autopilot, did all the approaches, AP coupled all the way down to minimums. So like the work you do in the sim can 100% translate into real life, right? Which is yeah, like that's what we fly in real life, and that's why we prefer to do that in the sim and on stream, because that's what we're used to. And to be quite honest, there are a lot of those like commercial big boy streamers, and so we didn't want to contribute to that huge kind of pile of streamers when let's do something a little bit different. You know what I mean? Not pile of garbage, pile of good streamers. Okay.
Good
I heard that
save.
chuckle.
No, I just think I think it's super cool. So, and
Yeah,
separately,
and the thing about the airliners, right, is also they're all British, and we're like, why are all the
Why?
airline guys British? I don't know.
do they just like,
You tell
hello,
me.
chaps, it's Speedbird. No, I'm Speedbird today, governor.
It's like, oh, Reginald, I disagree.
Yeah, the streams are literally like that. Like, what? On a pilot? And we're like, okay, we'll just stick with the Cessnas.
Did we
All
just
right.
start a war? We just started a war, I think.
I think we
No,
might.
we're
have.
on Twitch. We're actually on like a team, on like a flight sim team, and
Okay.
the owner of the team is Katie Pilot, who is a British, and she loves my impression of her. which is
British.
Okay.
Yeah, she cool. She cool.
So okay, so talk to me a little bit about well, first of all, I wanted to pull up a couple other pictures which didn't work.
Let's do it.
There it goes.
Precious.
Yeah, you guys are looking great. This is the other thing. That's your dad, right? That's the guy who's
yeah,
building?
That's Pops. That's Bro Dad. Yeah, so our dad, that's the guy who's responsible for us being into aviation. So you can't really start anything with Bro Pilots without referencing Pops over there. So, what's up, Pops?
Yeah, that's him hugging a B-17 at Sun and Fun, right? A couple years ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if did I put the picture of maybe I have to find the picture of you guys with your Lance. Could you talk about the flying you guys are doing now? Like you're both instrument rated, is that accurate? Like what are you guys doing? 'Cause I'm just goofing around. I just went up today and Uncle Victor. And I couldn't figure out why the club named it Uncle Victor's, because Uniform Victor is so hard to say on the radio. I'm always like, one left base 15 left, or uniform, and it just like uniform. I can't get it up. But anyway, I'm just goofing around, right? VFR pilot. You guys are like real deal, like instrument dudes.
Well, Matt's real deal. Matt is instrument rated. And today, what'd you do today, Matthew? Tell us about it.
Oh, he's honey. Okay. Well, today I actually took and passed my commercial written exam. So that's cool. I was
what?
hella stressed out. Yeah.
Hey. Oh, I gotta do. Wait, I gotta do it too. I gotta do it.
You guys do it at the same time?
Wait,
There it is.
Oh yeah, thanks guys. Ooh,
oh wait, I got a lot of
that
good
one.
things in here I've never used before. Not that
No.
one. All right. Anyway,
was a good one.
so that's awesome. Congratulations. That's super cool.
Thanks, dude. Halfway there. Halfway
Yeah.
to the commercial.
Yeah, and then I'm working on my instrument, so I'm not instrument rated. I just a PPL. But we, I don't know. In 2019, we bought a Piper Archer to train on, and it was kind of weird how it happened. Right, I really wasn't looking for a plane, and a buddy, like a family friend of ours, had an Archer, and I was like, "Oh, cool plane, bro," but I don't need one. But a CFI friend of ours here in Greenville, South Carolina, was like, "Oh, why don't you buy it and lease it to a flight school, right? And then just kind of have it pay for your training." And I was like, "Oh man, that's a crazy idea." But I called around a couple of flight schools, and one of them was like, "Oh yeah, we want the plane. We will definitely do that." And the sale of that plane actually fell through because of some maintenance stuff. But it kind of put a spark in me that we should really pursue that with something else. So we bought another Archer, got a pretty good price, put it on the flight line, and had other students start flying it, essentially renting the plane, which kind of paid for a lot of the upgrades and stuff. So we literally, we put a full glass panel in the Archer, G3X Touch, 650. I mean, that was
before we actually had our licenses. So we did that before and started training in it to get our privates.
Yeah, we even
You
painted it,
trained
man.
us-
We went all out. Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
low-hanging fruit joke, and I didn't
To
execute.
get our privates.
Thanks for helping me.
You got it, Jobin. Anytime.
Do you have a laugh track back there somewhere you could click right now?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh man. Okay. Well, missed opportunity. So yeah, we sold the plane after Matthew got instrument rated on it. I got my PPL on it, and then we sold it to get something a little bigger, stronger, faster, which is what you're looking at now. This is T-Rex. right? T-tail lands 1978. She's really beautiful, 300 horsepower, 6-seater. Currently getting avionics upgrades, which we're not going all out, but we're getting 2 G5s in there, GFC 500 autopilot, and we already put in an ADS-B in and out transponder, so works really well.
And a
for flight and all
JPI
that good stuff.
900 engine monitoring. Forgot about that
Oh,
one.
Matthew. Yeah, and engine monitoring. You know what you should have done? You should have showed him the video of the nose gear situation. That was insane.
Oh, yeah, Tony.
that was
Get into that. Get into that. That was cool.
Okay, Ryan, is this a good time for me to get into that?
I mean, yeah, this is.
We're gonna check in with Dad.
It's not your show.
I'm
Matt.
just along
Let
for the
Ryan
ride, guys. This is let's get into that. Let's chop it up.
Hey, we're gonna chop it up. Oh, my wife texted me to keep it down. Okay, so
I think my wife is texting me the same thing. All right. Anyway, tell us.
Okay, sorry. I just let her know, no, not to do that again. So yeah, so we bought the plane during the pre-buy. We did a gear swing, right? Because this is a complex, high performance, obviously retractable landing gear. And when it's up on the jacks, the gear comes up great, and then the in the up position, we hear the pump go click, 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 and the mechanic's like, "Oh yeah, that's probably fine. It's probably just some O-ring that needs to be replaced."
That's great when a
And I was like, well,
mechanic
cool.
says it's probably fine.
Yeah, I'm paraphrasing. He said it's perfect or something. I don't remember. Anyway, so we felt pretty good about it, right? So me and a CFI who is has tons of time in a PA-32 and allowed to give me an insurance checkout. We fly it back to the mechanic shop where he actually came up to this airport where the plane was. We ended up flying it back, and he starts doing the annual on it because it was right on the verge of being out of annual. And fixes the gear, right? He replaces a hoof valve for, and then he serviced some other stuff, hydraulic fluid, everything seems fine. The weird part was this plane has an emergency gear release, right? So the gear is held up by hydraulic pressure, and if the pump stops working for whatever reason, you can drop the gear by that emergency gear release, which all it does is drop hydraulic pressure and gravity pulls the gear down, right? So we test that as well. We tested it on the jacks, and it worked every time. The mains would lock in, the nose would lock in, but when the nose would lock in, the nose green light wasn't turning on. And so we're like, okay, that's super weird. And in fact, there's a video of me like pushing on the nose gear and the mechanic in the plane. And I was like, yeah, it's definitely locked. Like this is, and then he did some more stuff, adjusted the down lock switch, and ended up, getting 3 green every time. We were like, okay, cool, this is fixed. So literally the next flight in the plane, me and my CFI were flying, and I'm doing my insurance checkout, right? I need so many hours, so many landings in the plane for insurance, which by the way is like super expensive when you're a young pilot flying a complex plane. So we fly down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where Matt's at. Matt's at some, training thing for, Columbia's or something like that. We fly down. First, we were making a touch and go or a stop at Georgetown, and I get into downwind, and I have it on film. Like, I drop the gear, and nose gear doesn't lock in. Right, I don't get 3 green. I get 2 green, and I go, oh boy. Right, so we go around the lab trying to drop it. Finally, it does lock in. I was like, oh, okay, it was a fluke. It must have been a bad reading. We land, grab a sandwich or something, and then we take off and go to Myrtle Beach where Matt's at. Well, we're flying to Myrtle Beach, and all of a sudden my gear in transit light starts flashing, and I was like, what the hell? That's weird. I can hear the pump come on, and the light goes. So I'm getting all this weird stuff. So finally, I was like, all right, we're dropping the gear. This is like a 10-minute flight. So I dropped the gear. Nose gear doesn't lock in again. So
Well, the light doesn't illuminate.
The light doesn't turn on. So we don't know if it's locking in or not because we had this weird behavior on jacks, right? So me and the CFI are troubleshooting it. We cycle it a bunch, and we're like, surely it's locking in. This was exactly the behavior we saw on jacks. It was locking in. The nose gear just doesn't enunciate. It's like a faulty light or faulty switch. So we choose to land, right? We're like, okay, great. This is probably just a misreading. So I have one of the best landings I've ever had. mains touchdown. It's super beautiful. And guess what happens? Nothing happens. I touch down. Everything's perfect. I look down and it's 3 green. I was like, okay, cool. It was a fluke, right? We taxi. We have a GoPro 360 mounted on the wing. And just for shits and giggles, did you see what I did?
That was, I appreciate that. That was good. That
I'm family friendly. So we look at the footage, and the CFI was like, "Oh, I don't think it was locked in." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I got 3 green." Legitimately, mains touchdown. Nose gear locks in a second before it touches down. I mean, no joke. Mains touchdown, and then the nose wheel goes click, and I touch down. I mean, if that wasn't the Lord, you tell me, Ryan. What was that? See, I mean,
it's crazy. If you want to check it out, there's a video on our Instagram. There's a video on our Instagram where like you can see all this happen, and like seriously, the mains touchdown, the landing gear is just not extended, dude. There's like 20 degrees left for it to go, and then like it's about to touch down, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoop, you see it move the rest of the way, and then the nose touches down less than a second later. It's freaking, it's bananas.
So yeah, I mean. So I called the mechanic. I was like, "Hey, remember that gear issue? We still got it." We ended up flying, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, back to Greenville. Gear down like a Cessna 150. It was embarrassing. All these Piper Cubs were passing us, like, "Hey, get out of the left lane." So it ended up being a bad hydraulic pump. We ended up replacing it. Which again, the gear there is powered by a hydraulic pump, both up and down. It ended up being bad, low pressure. The gear was sagging. Like, we got a bunch of interesting footage. The other interesting part was we get another pump, an overhauled pump, and we install it, and it's perfect. We're like, okay, great. So then again, the CFI buddy of ours is flying the plane, and he's like, "Yeah, man, gear's fixed." He calls me from the air. He's like, "Yeah, gear's fixed. Love it." Well, he lands and then calls me back. He's like, "Oh yeah, gear's not fixed. It wouldn't come down at all." I was like, "What do you mean? How are you calling me?" He's like, "No, man, I like the gear selector literally wasn't working at all." I was like, "Well, how'd you get the gear down?" He's like, "I had to use the emergency gear release." I mean, legitimately, like the gremlins in this gear system were not. So it turns out the overhauled pump we bought also was bad. We had to get another pump. Like they sent us a bad pump. So all of that to say,
good now.
Yeah, we know a lot about how retractable landing gear works on a PA-32. If you have any questions.
Call us.
Can I just say, I don't know if you guys are making a super strong argument for retractable gear aircraft right now.
Okay,
no,
let me tell you
we're really confident now. It's awesome.
Yeah. when we sold the Archer, I was like, "Matt, I don't want a retractable landing gear plane. I don't want complex. Let's just not do that. I don't want to have gear issues." And Matt's like, "No, man, it's cool. Come on, we're gonna be the coolest pilots." That's literally what he said. And
hey, Wendy boy is here. What's up?
Yeah. And I was like, "Okay, fine." Yeah. So my second flight in the plane, I have gear issues. Are you kidding me? So, but now I could say that the gear are perfect. You just gotta love them.
No, you end up getting a lot. Like you end up getting a lot of stuff. Like ultimately, get way better speeds. Looks way more awesome. I guess there's a lot of benefits, especially once you like. Plus, we've kind of like chased it down. That landing gear system just needed a little bit of love. And we gave it all the love it needed and will ever need for the rest of its life.
Yeah,
it will work perfectly from here on out.
Yeah.
I will come clean. I've never retracted a gear or extended a gear. I've never done the.
You gotta try it. Feels great.
You got it. You just did it.
It's pretty much just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
Celebrate.
I feel like it would feel really. I feel like it'd feel really cool, right?
It's awesome, and you hear it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You got to come down here. Come down here, and we'll give you a ride.
Will you let me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you will be the actuator. Hey, we're actually going to be at Oshkosh at the end of July, and you're near there, so we got to meet up and we can fly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be there. I'll be there. Yeah, it's actually quicker for me to drive to Oshkosh than it is to fly. Like during Oshkosh, like it's quicker than to do the NOTAM. It's quicker to actually just.
I'm a little nervous about the NOTAM. It's going to be a lot of switches and stuff. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do.
You should read it.
I will do that. I'll try that first. I was just gonna wing it, no pun intended. But looks like that is not recommended by most people, including the FAA.
No.
No, dude. There's one approach. There's one approach into every airport that's my favorite.
Yeah, every airport has it.
Every airport has it.
Okay.
Guess what it is?
Yeah, some of the
Chop
dudes in the
and drop,
chat know what it
baby.
is.
Like you just fly straight to the numbers and slip it in. Easy.
Chop and drop.
So I was flying today, and I had basically a long straight in, which is my least favorite, as like a getting back up to speed VFR pilot in a 172. And I feel like the last 2 times I've flown, it's like I come in on this super straight in, and I'm like, am I high enough, low enough? I don't know. And then I ended up, today I didn't have to, but a lot of times I end up having to like full flaps, slip it in, which actually feels super cool. Chop and drop. I like that. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that to my passengers. I'm like, no, I'm not too high. White over white equals chop and drop. Yeah.
Chop and drop, baby. Published
I gotta
approach.
add the baby on the end. All right.
Dude, I love it. Be like, I only like to land the cool way.
But you guys have retractable gear, so you have every way is the cool way.
That's true.
Yeah,
and we got a T-tail.
And it sounds cool. It's always like, for some reason,
gear.
someone's whistling about it. I don't know. Yeah,
dude.
So
and you got the T-tail. Oh, wait, let me move it. Oh, it's extending into your.
It's okay. It's okay. You can cover up Tony for a second. So
yeah, there you go. Look at that T-tail.
Look at that thing.
Where'd he go?
Hey,
I'm still here.
Wait, the suspension of disbelief now with this. Oh my goodness. There we go. There it is.
Hey, Dad.
There it is. There's the detail. Overlays exposed. Yeah, look at that. Do you like
Live a fraud?
Is that? But that's like a thing. That's a thing that's like hotly contested. Is the T-tail too? Right? Is that a thing?
Tony,
People
put them straight. Put them in their place.
Yeah, the
All
people
naysayers.
the people that don't like the T-tail. I mean, okay, unless you don't like the look, but what kind of person doesn't like the look? Here's the thing: the haters on T-tails are non-T-tail pilots, right? Here and the thing is, you have to land a T-tail a little faster, right? Because you don't have prop wash at slow speeds, right? The tail is just way higher. And your takeoff roll is a little bit longer too, maybe 15% longer, if that. I don't know. So for us, I went from a PA-28 from a Piper Archer straight into this Lance, and you fly it by the numbers, and it does just fine. So for us, it was like, hey, T-tails are slightly cheaper. In my opinion, they look way better. Why not? That ramp appeal.
And I think this is something that I say a lot about flying. For those of us who it's not a career, like we're not like trying to make a living flying, we should respect and appreciate the fact that it's a fantasy thing for us, right? Like, and what I mean about that is like, I want it to just feel cool, right? Like some people will be like, oh, like if you're a warbird pilot, don't wear the flight suit. You look like a joke. And I say, no, put that thing on. It's all about, it's the hang, right? It's the...
Yeah, you don't do it because it's like cost effective or because dude, none of this is because it's like reasonable. It's because it's a lot of fun and we love doing it. Stop giving us such a hard time. Shoot.
Yeah, but then, then flex on the T-tail because it looks better and it makes you happy.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like. Quit hating on the T-tail. That's why we call her T-Rex, by the way, because she's green.
Bob Lance Refrigeration,
or Sir Lancelot. I don't know.
True.
That one's good. Sir Lancelot is good.
Here's the thing, man. I actually really like the 6-seater, right? Because I have 3 little kids and a beautiful wife. And we want to fly from here to the beach. I'm tired of driving 4.5 hours. I'd rather fly in 1 hour. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what this opens for us is day trips to Charleston, grab a sandwich and head back. It's easy. Awesome. And then me and Matt own it together and Matt's paying all the bills. Right, Matt? How's the agreement? So yeah, it's definitely badass, and definitely you have to respect it, especially a plane like the Lands, it's a tank, man. It's fast. It's got 300 horsepower. It's got to fly kind of where you put it, and if you're not ahead of it, you're cruising 140, 150 knots indicated. When you're in the pattern trying to slow it down, dropping the gear, you got to think a little bit about, hey, you're flying 85, 90 over the numbers as opposed to, 65. So it's a challenge, but again, man, you learn to fly the numbers, and it just feels like anything else. You could do it.
Yeah, especially the differences between the T-tail and the straight tail aren't all that big, and ultimately, just fly the numbers. Just learn to fly it. It's just like any other airplane, just like anything that's considered like kind of harder to fly. You just make sure you follow the numbers. You do it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, the other cool thing about the Lands is the N number. N number is 30498, right? Pretty cool, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Wrong. So we're changing the N number, right? So we live in Greenville, South Carolina. Our area code is 864. So I have taken it upon myself to reserve the N number 864 whiskey. Only because only because when we're doing flight following or something, and and I'm like, hey, rear approach, whatever, and he's like, okay, cool. Altimeter's 3999. I want to be like, cool, 3999, 4 double whiskey, because that'd be such a cool way to end the transmission.
Or the fantasy factor, like Ryan was talking about, man. You want to say 4 double whiskeys? It sounds dope.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm wondering if I don't know. The rule follower in me is like, could I start saying Uncle Victor on the radio? Should I do that?
Yeah, dude, just do it. Try it. What are they gonna do? Shoot you down?
I mean,
do it at least once.
Yeah.
Do it at least once. Yeah.
You never know. I used to not. I don't even know if I'm good at the radio now. I used to not be great at the radio, and there's some videos of me where I'm like overly polite. I'm like, I'd like to land at your airport, please. and then everyone's like, oh, your phraseology is wrong. It's like, well, no.
Do you have any vacancies, sir?
Yeah, I am super, super professional on the radio. I don't mess around.
But you still want to do double whiskey.
Yeah. Okay. How cool does this sound? You ready?
Hit me.
Greenville Tower, Lance 864, whiskey, coming in hot by a cloud that looks like Simba.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, the controllers, you can't be mad at that. They're gonna be like, whoa, really caught me off guard, but my day got a little better.
Yeah, and he'll be like, that
they're
cloud
gonna clear
does
you for
look
anything.
like Simba.
They're gonna quit. Yeah. Oh, that whiskey guy sounds real smooth.
Yeah, Matthew, why don't you tell them about the, you're bringing whiskey story?
No, okay. All right. So one time I was flying into either Athens or Augusta or whatever. I was doing like one of my cross country solos for one of my ratings. And I was just flying along. I'm like 40 miles out or something like that. And this like regional air pilot or whatever comes on, and you hear him, and they all sound so smooth. It's like, morning Augusta, blah, 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 coming in, and we're bringing whiskey. No. Yeah. No. He said, we're ready to tango. That's not what it says. We're ready to tango. And I was like, ready to tango? That sounds so dope. I have not told them yet that I also have information tango. And you know what I'm going to do? Check it out. I was like, Archer 5197 Foxtrot, we are also ready to tango. And I was like, unkeyed the mic, and I was like, nailed it. That sounded great.
Yeah.
So like 10, 15 seconds goes by. And I was like, oh, no. And then the approach controller's like, that aircraft comm, what was that? I was like, oh, no, he missed it. I was like, 5197 Foxtrot, we have information tango. And then I cried myself to sleep that night and all the next nights in that entire week.
I thought you were going to say that the air traffic controller said, okay, takes 2 to tango.
See, that's what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for, but he missed it.
He missed
that
it.
Would have been missed opportunity.
That's like you were just standing there like this, and he just walked past you.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. That's a
Maybe
visual. It's a visual metaphor. So, so what's next for? I mean, so you guys are rocking the Twitch thing. You're making YouTube videos. You're working commercial. You're getting ready to instrument. Is that accurate?
Yeah. So I am like halfway through my ground course for instrument. Getting my foggle time in. Haven't been flying as much because with the Lance, we're literally down for avionics. So really, I wanted to spend a lot more time with the new avionics stack instead of the old one. So haven't been flying a ton, but working on ground. Hopefully I'll do my written here in the next month or so, and hopefully by end of summer I'll have my instrument rating.
Yeah,
and
as far as me, I'm hoping to just finish up my commercial license, just because I'm doing I'm flying a good bit, trying to get my insurance hours. I'm going to be Tony's safety pilot, logging a bunch of time, and I'm like, well, shoot, I may as well take these hours and like point them at something and not just be useless. So I'm just kind of making sure I hit all the commercial requirements, and I'm just gonna scoop up my commercial on the way, and that way I don't really plan on becoming any kind of actual commercial pilot, but it'd be a good rating to have, you never know. Just in case something happens, it's a good fallback, I guess. Because currently I love it. I love aviation so much, and I feel like if I did it every day, I maybe wouldn't love it. I don't know. Still kind of working through that, mulling over to my head a little bit.
Or you'd love it even more.
Maybe. That's a totally valid point. So I don't know. I'm scared to find out, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, in real life, we're in software. We write software, and that's pretty cool. But man, flying's better.
It's true.
You could write more software for flying.
Ooh, speaking of writing software for flying, great segue into this thing that I needed to show you, Orion.
Yeah, show me a thing.
All right, so check it. So, we stream on Twitch and stuff. We like Flight Sim a lot. Me and Tony have taken it upon ourselves to create a model for Microsoft Flight Sim. And if people are interested, we might perhaps give you a little quick sneak preview. Shall I do this, Ryan? I need your permission, sir.
No, you activate.
All right, check it. All right, real quick. Boop. All right. So if y'all looking, I don't know if any of your bros in the chat know what this is. I know a couple of our dudes in your chat know what this is. We've been showing them for the past couple of weeks. But, Ryan, you know what this is?
I'm gonna guess that's the Bro Star.
Ooh, that's actually what we're thinking about naming it. Dang, dude. Yeah. So far there is not a Ted Smith / Piper Aerostar in the sim, and we don't like that because this is Tony's favorite plane. It's one of my favorite planes, and we're like, you know what? We need to make this thing happen. So we're working on it, man. This is the exterior, even inside the interior. Check this thing out, man. Glass cockpit and everything. This thing works. We got the 750 in here. Wow. Totally functional. Yeah, dude. I mean, this thing is the real deal. We're making moves here. So hopefully
knobs.
This is our first
you got
attempt.
all these knobs in there.
Yeah, look at this. Ready for takeoff or what? Let's do this. I don't have a yoke set up. So
we're gonna die.
We're gonna die. We're hands down for sure gonna die. But it works. Yeah, I can't. I don't have a yoke. Oh, what happened?
Red, you're good.
What's happening? Yeah. All right. No, it worked. Point being, all this to say, it's actually functional. All right. I'm gonna kill the engines from here. All right.
Yeah, pull on the yoke with your mouse. It'll work.
I can't. I don't think I can do. Ah! I hit it. I hit
toggle the visibility.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely not done, but it's moving. I'm pulling gear up. Stuff's happening. So hopefully in the next couple of months we'll have a little beta release for it. Some people are going to test it out and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of our big next thing at the moment. So that's pretty exciting. We're excited about it. It's our first attempt.
Dude, that's so cool.
Thanks, dude.
I don't even know how to do something like that. I don't
know. Well, we didn't really either, but we're software developers, so we're like, we'll put two and two together. We'll figure out how to make it work. And so just kind of, they have pretty good documentation and stuff on their website, on little tutorials here and there. So it's been a lot of fun. Good learning experience, to tell you that much.
That's super cool. So wait, when people, we've talked a lot about the Twitch thing. Gary Smith says you might need terrain tires for that.
We'll get some Alaskan bush tires on here. Yeah, that'll be a version.
Yeah. The Twitch thing, like, tell me about, how can people find you? how can they participate in the streams?
Yeah.
When are you guys streaming all that stuff?
Okay. Yeah. So we stream on Twitch. Twitch is just like YouTube, but for live pretty much. So it's on twitch.tv/bropilots. That's our page. If you follow us on there, that's free. You don't got to pay to do that. You'll be notified when we go live, and we go live twice a week. We go live on Tuesday nights and Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we normally stream for 2-3 hours. Like I said, we'll publish, beforehand what flight we're doing normally. And so people join us. We fly sometimes 5, sometimes 15 of us in formation, just kind of hanging out up there. Some people like to fly the formation. We're just on autopilot, chilling, talking. People can chat, kind of like, this format here. We chat, we interact with the chat. We got a couple of our regulars, I think actually hanging out right now, watching this stream. Particularly, I saw Winded Leopard's in here. So it's up to you, dude. But yeah, it's a good time. We love hanging out. Like the majority of what we do is me and Tony just like give each other a bunch of crap and then we interact with the chat the whole time. So it's a ton of fun. We really end up like looking forward to it because it's a good time.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's an easy way to interact with the community, right? Particularly, we do YouTube, but YouTube's kind of like fire and forget, and hope the videos do well. But this way, there's a group of 20, 30, 40 folks hanging out, flying with us, right? We mainly fly Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we mainly fly the general aviation stuff. So anybody can fly with us, right? We're on the public servers. We don't do any group stuff. So it's just a good time, man. And then, people learn. People that are non-aviation, folks or just enthusiasts learn how to use 530s and G1000s and 750s and all that stuff. So it's just a good time, man. It's a good time to spend a couple hours in the evening once you put the kiddos to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And definitely like what we try to set it up in such a way where even if you're not that into aviation, you should still enjoy the stream. Like it's still just a fun hang, regardless of what we're doing in it. But Ryan, you got to fly with us, dude. Sometime super soon, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be. I mean, right now, I think we talked about this at Sun and Fun. I've got a potato. It's like that scene from Portal 2. Like it's a potato. It sort of runs Flight Sim.
The Cave Johnson scene.
Yeah, dude.
The lemons.
I love potatoes.
That lemon quote. I want to get a poster with that. The lemons. Everyone go Google after this show the Cave Johnson lemon monologue from Portal 2. It's amazing. No, I mean I'm looking at it right now. It's like it's like a 7-year-old computer. It's got a 970 in it, so it kind of works, kind of chunks. And I want to upgrade, but Bitcoin is a thing, and they've got all the graphics cards. Or I guess Ethereum.
We got to get you to get set up, man. We really want to have you on our stream, flying with us, having a great time. We can't wait.
I would love that. No, I think we could work it out. Well, I'll figure it out.
We can we'll dial in the jingle.
There you go.
Think about it.
I would love that. Yeah, let's dial in the jingle. You said at the end of the show you'd have another version. Are you ready, or is that for the after show?
Oh.
Right. I did say that.
In the meantime, I did get that quote for you, the lemonade quote. If you're curious about it.
Oh, you guys just pulled that up.
Yeah, it says, "When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad. I don't want your damn lemons. What the hell am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day I thought I could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with lemons. I'm going to get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down."
Yeah.
Quote. And scene. Okay.
That was good. That was good acting.
Calm down, Matthew.
Acting!
No, there was some real method there. That was some good stuff.
Goodness.
All right. We're almost out of time. No, I would be honored to join you sometime to have you to fly with you guys. I think I could get it working. When Flight Simulator first came out, I had a lot of fun flying we all got the icons out, and we flew in formation in LA, and then we went and experimented with density altitude in a Top Cub, # not a sponsor. But the stuff that you guys do with the models that you're, different aircraft and stuff, that's all foreign to me. So I would need you would have to educate me a bit on how to
we got you, fam.
Participate.
We got you.
I would love that. I want to fly the Bro Star.
Whoa,
Make it happen.
whoa. Oh, we okay.
Okay,
Matt
never
said
mind.
it's okay.
I gotta work
No,
up
eventually.
to it.
I gotta do.
I'll
I'm
put
gonna,
the
okay.
time in. It's fine.
In front of all of his viewers, I'm like, hey, yeah, we'll do it. But then as soon as we get off, I'm like, bro, don't you ever overstep your bounds like that again. Okay? I'm gonna get real aggressive.
Yeah, Matt's pretty intense, man. In the plane, like if you're flying, like in the Lance, he treats it like the stream. You know, I'm over here, you know, PIC, trying to keep my head straight and cool, and then Matt's in my ear like, rack. It's literally so.
When we
annoying.
fly in real life, it's a lot like our streams. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and I threaten to cut off his mic all the time from his Bose A20s.
That's
One of these days it'll happen.
You owe me $1,100 if you do that. Don't
No,
do
you're
that.
just gonna cut it off.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
Cut
Yeah.
it. How did he do it? Cut. That's a millennial
Cut
thing.
it out.
Yeah, that's a
Nailed
millennial
it.
thing.
Nailed
All right,
it.
before we wrap
Yeah.
up today, just in time, someone must have said Just Plain Silly's name 3 times. He's in the chat. What's up, Bryon? Before we wrap
What's up,
up
dude?
for the day, you guys replay a game with me real quick before we wrap up?
I love games.
Just waiting on-
I too as well love games.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
There's
firm
two
from
of you.
both.
I need enthusiastic and affirmative consent for both of you to play this game. Game's called Short Final.
Ooh, okay.
And if you've never seen Short Final, folks at home or folks from the Bro Pilots community, we got a minute on the clock. It's going to ask you some simple, kind of short answer questions, thus the name Short Final. And there's no... I have that same joystick. See, I'm already halfway there. And then there's no wrong answers, so you've already won. So you can take the pressure off. You can take the
Do we
pressure
each
off.
answer, or do we alternate?
I mean, you guys work that out amongst yourselves.
Simultaneous answers, Tony. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna
Wait,
put
you first.
some.
You answer first, and then I'll answer immediately behind you.
Okay,
gentlemen.
don't cover
All right.
my answers, bro.
Are you ready? All right. Here we go, Bro Pilots. It's time for Short Final. Put the clock starting. First things first. North up or track up?
North up.
North up.
What about your favorite aircraft you've ever flown in?
Piper Lance.
Aerostar.
What about your
I
favorite?
can change my answer.
What about your favorite?
Also Aerostar.
Your favorite warbird. What about your favorite warbird?
B-25 Mitchell all day.
B-17 Flying Fortress.
What about the favorite passenger you've ever had?
Bernie Sanders.
My wife.
Favorite airport you've ever landed at?
Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson.
Ooh, that's a big one. Okay,
Big one.
and last but not least, favorite graphics card.
RTX 3090. I wish I could get one.
970, right?
Thanks, Solidarity.
All right, put the stick down.
You guys did a great. Everyone at home, didn't they do a great job? They did a great job.
That was a good round. That was a good round.
That's good. That was fun. A lot of people are saying North up in the chat. James says Corsair. For you, Corsair.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's a good one. The B-25 Mitchell's, I literally have a tattoo of it right here.
Oh, show us that.
See it? Look at it.
No,
Oh,
we don't hear-
Tats, Tony. Show us your tats.
Yeah, you gotta
Look at
get it
this.
up there. Oh, so here's the thing.
The mic.
Yeah. That's good.
Kinda. You kind of can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
B21's in there.
I've been wanting to get an aviation themed tattoo for a long time, but when I look on line for inspiration, they all suck. That one.
Agreed.
Dude, I will text you a nude of this. It's really good. I also
Does
have a
it
couple
extend all the way down?
Dude, all the way down. Joystick, man.
It's
All
the
the way.
bombs. The bombs go down the side, like down your
Yeah,
side.
no, man. I have a couple P-51s too because I have twins, and I was like, oh, I should get matching P-51s, so they're on there too.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Maybe that'll be our collab episode. Is you guys can fly me in the Lance to get a tattoo.
Ooh.
That is
That
a good
sounds
idea. One of us has to give you the tattoo, though.
Oh, is this going to turn into like that Henry Rollins thing in Jackass?
Even more
probably.
better. Matt's gonna have to be a little tipsy too, and he's gonna be
Dude,
doing
I
it.
draw better when I'm tipsy, and I act better. So I'll act like I know how to give you a tattoo.
Oh, I don't know. Is that legal?
Probably. We won't ask. Don't ask, don't tell, bro. Just do it.
By the way, someone mentioned this chat. Gary Smith says B-25 Mitchell is our international airport here in Milwaukee is named after General Mitchell, and they have a B-25 like as you come in.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
So-
I've at Sun and Fun we met, what is it, Panchito or something, where you could literally be second in command if you fly up to Delaware maybe,
Whoa.
and you can get second in command rating if you're multi-engine, which I'm not.
There's
maybe
some
one
to
day.
work
Pay, like,
towards.
$10,000 to get SIC
Yeah.
rated in a B-25. It's a lot of money.
Worth it?
Yeah, worth
Probably.
it.
Probably worth it. We'll just get SuperAero Live to sponsor it, and we'll do a collab video about it.
I'm looking for someone to
Yeah.
sponsor Super Aero Live so I can do it.
Oh, okay. Let us
Maybe
know how
you
that goes.
guys.
We need to
you
get in
guys
on that
sponsor
too.
The show.
Dude, we can inter-sponsor each other.
And
Synergy.
we just hit up Bill Gates, dude. That guy's newly divorced. He's got all the money. Let's do it, man. He's looking for bros
Yeah.
and pilots.
And
Just
you
play-
play his flight simulator.
That's true.
Yeah, and then we'll just write him a jingle too, or you can play him yours.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bill Gates, you gave us a microchip. Thank you so much. Gave us some money too. How's that? Was that
Okay,
That's perfect, dude.
it's the top contender, one of the best.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
On that weird note, it's probably time to wrap it up. So,
Aww.
I mean, I don't know.
We don't want to go yet, Ryan.
I don't know. We should-
Ryan.
Does anyone have any questions? Any last minute questions for the bro pilots before we go? The algorithm says I have to keep my episodes shorter than an hour, supposedly. I don't know. Should I come to Twitch?
Algorithm,
That's a question for you.
schmalgorithm.
Should I come over to Twitch? Could I do this show on Twitch?
Yeah,
could do
you
it on
could.
Twitch.
Twitch has some interesting concepts that are easier than YouTube, right? Like subs and supporting the channel and all this hype train stuff. I don't know. They probably have it on YouTube too, but it doesn't have quite all of the stuff Twitch does.
Yeah, but YouTube has a better audience. Discoverability is better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Pros and cons.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
We
I've got.
We
I
don't know.
love the Sky Fam that we're developing here for Super Aero Live. Like it's amazing. Like it's kind of like tight knit community of pilots. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I dig it.
No, if
Yeah,
you're already
it-
seeing, I would say if you're seeing success on one platform, probably just stay there. Don't move.
I could just
Personally.
restream it though. I could just like pew 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 pew. I could send it
Good.
everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, people do that, but the experience gets a little distorted when you're streaming to multiple platforms from like Restream. Because then your chats are kind of off timed, and yeah, we tried it before when we were just starting, and they're like, we got to commit to a single platform, which was Twitch, and all of our real life flying is on YouTube, and we try to keep it separate.
Fair enough. I think that's probably good advice. All right. So Tom Trissell says he's going to go outside and see if the ISS is flying over. So see you, Tom. Guys,
Yeah, let us know.
come on back, Tom. Let us know. Thanks so much, guys, for being on the show tonight. It has been a blast. I was so excited to run into you at Sun and Fun, and I hope we get to hang out at Oshkosh. We'll be all of my people call your people.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
figure something
Thanks
out.
for having us, dude. Man, it was a blast. We appreciate it. And we cannot wait to have you on the Bro Pilot stream.
Dude, I can't
Very
wait
fun.
either. It's gonna be rad.
Welcome to the show. There's a pilot you should know. He always does his run-ups. He always is the best. He's never gonna mess up. He's the mother best.
That look into the camera, though.
Please tell me I bleeped that.
Yeah, you did. Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just
You did. It was
bleeped
good. I was just gonna see how long I could hold it on. All right, guys. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Hey.
And everybody else in the stream, I didn't get a chance to say this in the top of the hour, but thank you so much to everyone who's supporting the show. Thank you to everyone who's sharing it, subscribing, all that stuff. You don't think it matters, but it makes a huge difference in making sure other people get to see the show. And a big heartfelt thank you to all the SuperAero Squadron folks who support the channel on Patreon. I don't know why I needed to swallow right there. That was weird. All the people at Patreon who support the channel, and we all hang out on Zoom right after the shows. If you want to hang out with us tonight, you can get the link, join up on Patreon and get the link. Hang out with this cool little tight-knit group of pilots. We chat on Discord. We talk smack about other YouTubers, all that stuff. It's pretty good. So anyway, back to my guests, Matt, Tony. Dude, you guys are awesome. You're legends. Thank you so much again for being on the show. And everyone else, we will see you, I guess, next week. Yeah? You guys want to come back next week?
Yeah.
Oh, you want us to come back next week?
No, I don't know. No. Well, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Shoot.
We'll talk.
Hey,
All
thanks
right,
for having us. Thanks for having us, Ryan. Appreciate it, man.
Have your people call our people.
All right. We'll do that. All right. Have a good night, everybody.